co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aisha Bashir Musa from Al-Furqan Science Academy, Gusau. Mr. Chairman, sir, I blame the government. Today, I stand before you to present a compelling argument on how the government has consistently contributed to the fallen standard of education in Nigeria. This issue is of utmost importance as the education is the foundation upon which a prosperous society is built, and the government is a system to govern a nation. I will provide specific examples to support my stance. Firstly, of education in Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large is evident is the inadequate funding to the education sector. The government of Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large has consistently failed to prioritize education by allocating a significant portion of the state budget towards improving educational infrastructure, providing necessary teaching materials, and ensuring the welfare of teachers. This lack of financial commitment hampers the overall quality of education and leaves schools ill-equipped to meet the educational needs of the students. Moreover, the government failure to address teacher quality training has had detrimental effects on education. Most teachers in Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large lack the necessary qualifications and expertise to effectively impact the knowledge of the students. The government has not implemented comprehensive teacher quality training, resulting in a high number of underqualified and unmotivated educators. This directly impacts the knowledge of the students. Furthermore, the government's inability to provide security in Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large, leading to the closure of schools and displacement of students and teachers. On the night of 14 to 15 April 2014, 276 mostly Christian female students aged from 16 to 18 were kidnapped by the Islamic terrorist group Boko Haram at the town of Chibok in Borno State. During the evening of 11 December over 2020, over 300 pupils were kidnapped from Boys Secondary School on the outskirts of Ankara from to a local government, Katsina State. The government failure to provide adequate security measures and protect educational institutions has disrupted the process of learning and created a climate of fear and uncertainty. Recently, students of Federal University Gusau are always withdrawn from school due to insecurity. Another significant factor contributing to the falling standard of education in Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large is the lack of access to quality educational infrastructure. Most schools in the state, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large, most schools in the state does not have quality educational infrastructure. They suffer from dilapidated infrastructure, including classrooms without proper furniture and libraries without books and inadequate sanitation facilities. Lastly, the government negligence of the girl child education in Zamfara, northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large have had far-reaching consequences. Zamfara State has one of the lowest female literacy rates in Nigeria due to some cultural and socio-economic factors. The government has not implemented targeted initiatives resulting in a gender gap in education. This has led to a significant gap in education, further contributing to the falling standard of education in northern Nigeria and Nigeria at large. I thank you all.
In addition to what my first speaker have said, my points are as follows. My first one is insufficient support and guidance at home. When parents do not offer proper guidance, support, and conducive environment for their children, it creates obstacle learning and academic progress. Mr. Chairman, inadequate support and guidance from parents hinder the ability of students to comprehend concepts, complete assignments. My name is Rukaya Umar Juri. I stand here to support the motion which said the falling standard of education in Nigeria, parents are to blame. In addition to what my first speaker have said, my points are as follows. My first point is insufficient support and guidance at home. When parents do not offer proper guidance, support, and conducive environment for their children, it creates obstacle learning and academic progress. Mr. Chairman, inadequate support and guidance distinguished audience, a research conducted by an educational advocacy group in Nigeria found that a significant number of students lack access to educational resources at home, such as textbook, study material, and even a dedicated study space. My second point is failure to prioritize education over all their commitment. Mr. Chairman and my elected audience, household or academic responsibilities often take precedence over the education needs of their children. When parents prioritize other responsibilities over their children's education, it sends a message that education is not a priority, which can negatively impact a child's motivation and academic success. Mr. Chairman, when parents prioritize other responsibilities, such as work or household duties, over their children's education, it automates the value and importance of learning, which can result in reduced motivation, limited opportunity for educational development, and hindered academic achievement. Mr. Chairman, my honorable opponent will agree with me that in low-income households in Nigeria, children are often required to contribute to the family income by engaging in income-generating activities such as street hawking. For instance, when you step out, you find children on the road selling groundnut or sachet water from Monday to Friday when they're supposed to be in school. As a result of this, many children miss school and this enables them to dedicate a sufficient time for their studies. My third point is neglecting the importance of early childhood education. Parents often fail to recognize the significance of enrolling their children in high-quality preschool programs, providing them with a strong foundation in their areas. This neglect has a long-term consequences on the children's cognitive, social, and emotional development. Mr. Chairman, parents neglecting the infant. Mr. Chairman, we are all aware that the early childhood education plays a crucial role in a child's development, providing them with a strong foundation in their areas. Parents neglecting the importance of early childhood education can result in weak foundation and making it a challenge for their children to acquire essential skills and knowledge necessary for their academic journey. In conclusion, the falling standard of education in Nigeria can squarely be attributed to shortcoming of parent involvement and engagement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Rukaya Umar.
Today I stand before you to oppose the motion which says that the falling standard of education, who is to blame, the parents or the governments? I blame the governments. Education is the backbone of any society, driving progress, innovation, and social development. However, the current state of education in northern Nigeria is alarming with a significant decline in educational standards. This decline can largely be attributed to the government failures and inadequacies. Let us examine some recent and specific examples that illustrate the government's detrimental impact on education in this region. To buttress what my first speaker said, firstly, inadequate funding. The government persistent underfunding of the educational sector has contributed to the falling standard of education. Recent data shows that northern Nigeria has one of the lowest education budgets in the country. What is inadequate fund? It means there is a lack of essential resources such as textbooks and learning materials. Example, in 2022, the federal government allocated only a fraction of the required budget to education in northern Nigeria, resulting in dilapidated schools, outdated textbooks, poorly equipped classrooms. This financial negligence by the government not only undermines the student learning experience, but also demoralizes teachers who are burdened with tasks of educating next generation with adverse conditions. Secondly, inadequate teacher training. The government failure to prioritize teacher training effectively has severely contributed to the falling standard of education in northern Nigeria. Teachers are the pillars of educational system, responsible for shaping the minds of young learners. However, in northern Nigeria, there is a shortage of qualified and trained teachers. The government's lack of initiative to improve teaching training exacerbates the problem. Thirdly, insecurity and its impact on education. The government's inability to prioritize security effectively has severely contributed to the falling standard of education. This region has been plagued by insurgencies such as Boko Haram, which target educational institutions. In June 2021, a group of terrorists attacked Federal Government College, FGC, Birnin Yawuri in Kebbi State, and also kidnapped scores of students. The Zamfara abduction was the abduction of 279 female students. 279 female students aged between 10 and 17. In conclusion, the falling standard of education in northern Nigeria is undeniable. True inadequate fund, insufficient training. Only by taking these critical steps can we ensure a brighter future for the young minds of northern Nigeria and empower them to become active contributors to society. My honorable adjudicators, I hope you believe the difference between blaming.
Thank you very much for those Yusuf Abu.
And whom honor is due by acknowledging the presence of the Mr. Chairman, sir, the panel of judges, the accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and good day to you all. My name is Nadia Bashir Abdullah. I am standing here mentally, automatically, as you can all see me physically to support the motion, which says that a falling standard of education, who is to be blamed, the parents or the government? My points are as follows. The acquisition of educational degrees and certificates used to be the aim of every student, and this was beneficial to both parents and students. As a result of this, the standard education of Nigeria was kept higher, and this was beneficial to both parents and students. The quest for quick, wealth couples with laziness has disrupted our educational system in the sense that students find it difficult to learn properly. Two was in this situation. Parents now give support to their lazy and lazy to my children. Secondly, let me point out that the prevalent issue of examination malpractice was encouraged by the parents. That is why no matter how the government do, they cannot stop such process of corruption. Every mishap that you see in the community was not originated from government, rather from their home. A popular saying says, charity begins at home. Likewise, good manners begins at home, because parents are the ones saddled with the responsibility of training up their children in a right way. One may ask, what is the correlation between parental training and falling standard? Permit me to say, Mr. Chairman, sir, all this corruption that you are seeing is not the fault of the government, but the parents. Excuse me, who are the government? Are they not human beings like us in a source place of authority? If an illiterate person gets into a authority, he or she will not automatically be good, but it will exhibit the very attitude and characters inculcated by their parents. I have seen parents who look for medical centers for their children to write exam and pass. They are ready to pay any amount of money just to have good grades. The first education of a child is at the home. A falling standard at the home is also falling standard everywhere. Totally, moreover, parents have contributed to the failure of standard of education on many grounds. They have not carried for family planning. They have as much children that they cannot take care of. This leads to a situation where parents give birth to children that were led to auto-socialization. Mr. Chairman, sir, with this few points of mine, I hope I convince you not to confuse you that falling standard of education, parents are to blame. Thank you.
My audience and my co-debaters. My name is Buhari Ilyas Buhari from Al-Quran Science Academy. I am the third speaker from the opposing side. The government's contribution to the falling standard of education in Nigeria has been a topic of debate for many years. While there are many factors contributing to the decline, government's policies and actions plays a significant role. Here are some specific examples. First and foremost, inadequate funding. The budget allocation for education has often been insufficient, leading to lack of resources, poor infrastructure, and shortage of qualified teachers. Mr. Chairman, sir, this directly affects the quality of education provided. Secondly, poor educational infrastructure. The government has failed to invest adequately into educational infrastructure, including classrooms, libraries, laboratories, and other facilities. Many schools lack basic amenities such as clean water, sanitation, electricity, making it challenging for students to learn in a conducive environment. Thirdly, lack of teacher quality. Teacher quality is crucial to the overall standard of education. However, the government has not made a significant effort to improve the recruitment process, training, and professional development of teachers. As a result, there is shortage of competent and qualified teachers, leading to a decline in the quality of education. Fourthly, curriculum and educational policies. Government curriculum and educational policies also been criticized for their outdated nature and lack of relevance for the current need of students. The curriculum often focuses on rote memorization rather than critical thinking and practical skills, hampering the students' abilities to use their knowledge effectively in real-life situations. Fifthly, examination malpractice and corruption. The government's failure to address the issue of examination malpractice and corruption has also led to a decline in the quality of education. in the quality of education. Cheating exams have become rampant, compromising the integrity of the assessment process and the government qualifications obtained. And lastly, unequal access to quality education. The government has not been successful in ensuring equal access to quality education across different regions and socio-economic backgrounds. Disparities in educational opportunities between rural and urban areas, as well as between public and private schools, persist. This further widening the gap of the educational standard. In conclusion, the government's contribution to the falling standard of education in Nigeria can be attributed to 1. Inadequate funding, 2. Poor educational infrastructure, 3. Outdated curriculum, 4. Lack of teacher quality, 5. Examination malpractice and corruption, and lastly, unequal access to quality education. Addressing these issues requires a concerted effort from government, policymakers, stakeholders, and educators to prioritize and invest adequately into educational infrastructure for the betterment of Nigeria's future. I hope with this point of mine, you are fully convinced that governments are to be blamed. Parents are not to be blamed for the falling standard of education in Nigeria, but governments. I thank you all.
To see a reason why my opponents here are directly blaming the government for not funding education, which is even when the role of the government in raising the standard of education is visible to the blind and audible to the deaf. The government has invested heavily in funding the educational system, developing curriculum, and granting scholarships. I would like to support my point with 3 examples. Firstly, Business Day newspaper on the 20th June 2021 reported that Governor Zulum of Borno State, out of many others, approved 598 million naira scholarship for 23,894 children in Borno State. Imagine the great impact of this on the educational sector. Secondly, most of our leaders today, including some of the sons in our presence here, have benefited from the third provision by the government in access to improved education. Thirdly, this building we are now, our hosts are using for this program, it is owned by the government. If the government do not have interest for improving education, we wouldn't have been here. And also my opponents, I would like you to know that this program was organized by lawyers and judges who are the judiciary, which is the third arm of government. If they are not motivated to help in the growth of education, they wouldn't have organized this important and yet impactful program for us. Thank you.
That parents are not prioritizing education. Why will parents prioritize education if the government are providing enough security and adequate educational facilities? Parents are even sending their children abroad because of insecurity and inadequate facilities. In conclusion, the government's contribution to the falling standard of education in Nigeria is evident through inadequate funding, lack of teacher training, security challenges, poor educational facilities, and the negligence of the girl child education. It is imperative for the government to recognize the critical role education plays in the development of any society and take immediate and decisive actions to address these issues. Only through a concerted effort lift education and ensure a brighter future for the youth. As well with the points we have given out, my honorable adjudicators, we have been able to make the difference that the government are to be blamed for the falling standard of education in Nigeria. As well, I hope and pray for the new administration of Dr. Lawal Dare and that of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to revive the standard of education in shaping children's brighter future for we are the leaders of tomorrow. Once again, I'm Aisha Bashir-Nisa from Al-Quran Science Academy. On behalf of other two participants from our team, we thank the organizers, the State Law Students Association. I thank you all.
State Law student, Nazlo, of 2022. To make a speech about first of all, to Almighty Allah for granting us the opportunity to be here today. We are thankful for His mercy and blessings that have made this conference possible. I also want to acknowledge and appreciate the presence of our esteemed guests who have shown their support and commitment to the development of Zamfara. We are grateful to those who couldn't be here but have supported us with financially or with word of encouragement. Special thanks to the schools that have participated in the debate organized by the association, demonstrated with dedication to improving the quality of education in Zamfara. We also appreciate parents who have recognized the importance of this event and honored our invitation. And of course, I would like to thank my fellow students for organizing this significant, I would like to thank my fellow students for recognizing the significance of being here today. Thank you. Our collective effort aims to raise the standard of education in Zamfara, as education plays a vital role in the progress and security of any society. It is an investment in human capital, fostering individual development, economic growth, the national productivity. We hope Zamfara will be proud in producing a majority of skilled individuals. Education instills civil and social responsibility in everyone. It is a power means to achieve a work characterized by peace, justice, freedom, and equality. Education creates knowledge, builds confidence, and removes barriers to opportunities. Education is a blessing that shapes us into a better individual. It teaches us how to learn and think critical, enabling us to solve unexpected challenges, complex problems. It nurtures our thinkings and equips us to act and grow in life. Education empowers people, making them efficient in all aspects of life and their respective field. Discipline, evaluation, empathy, and understanding the perspective of others are crucial attributes that every student should possess. If a student lacks most of these qualities, it is serious about their commitment to education. To embrace all these qualities, we need collective effort from teachers, government, parents, and students. Teachers should inspire and motivate their students through effective teaching methods and engaging them in extracurricular activities. They should be dedicated to educating, guiding, counseling, mentoring, and teaching students to apply their knowledge beyond classrooms. Teaching is a job that goes beyond monetary compensation. It has powers to challenge lives and shape society. Teachers serve as role models, and the ability to impart knowledge and positively influence students defines them. The government must prioritize the educational sector, as education promotes peace and overall development. By investing in education, we invest in security and the progress of all sectors, resulting in a developed society. By this, the government has to 1. Fight corruption in the education system. The government should hire qualified teachers, eradicate ghost workers, and eliminate favoritism. Strong supervision is necessary to ensure transparency. Provide scholarship, improving infrastructure, and making schools accessible to all essential steps toward promoting education in Zamfara. Moreover, performance should be valued more than mere paper qualifications. Teachers' welfare should be priority, and they should be trained to meet their challenges in the educational sector. Upgrading educational facility, including teaching resources, is crucial. Enhancing student communication skills and their ability to use computer and information technology will increase productivity and lead to lasting and participatory democracy. Improving higher education begins by focusing on preschool, elementary, secondary, and vocational schools. Not everyone needs a university education. So, the benefit of the Universal Primary Education, which is UPE program, which provides free education from age 6 to 14, should be maximized. The government should also provide affordable financial loans to financially disabled students, collecting the loans once they are employed. The Student Loan Act of 2023 aims to facilitate this process, but further legislative action is needed to ensure its effective implementation. Parents should play their part by ensuring their children stay on track, assisting them with their homework, and establishing strong parent-student relationship. Finally, as students, you have a responsibility to to prioritize our education and commit ourselves to learning, our knowledge will benefit us the most, and by pursuing our education, we can become a successful professional in various fields. By implementation, these measures, by implementing these measures, we can realize our dreams of prosperous Zamfara and a better Nigeria. We can foster competent leaders, law-abiding citizens, and skilled professionals who will contribute positively to our nation's development in various sectors. Thank you, and may Zamfara.
Some we cannot say they are not carried along while you are stating something that has been in the past. It should be they were not carried along, not they are not carried along. It should be they were not carried along. Then again, somebody said that the lack of basic amenities. I noticed that from there. We don't have basic in English. Rather, we have basic. Should be basic. This is pronunciation mistake. Pronunciation again. Examine. And then all of them, it is the development of this and that. Development as well. Development. The stress of the English is a stressed language. It should be based on the stress. Development. I came here before you like a hungry lion when we were students, if you could remember. I don't know this thing, but she said that. I came here before you like a hungry lion. Do you have hungry lion? Grammatically it's wrong. We rather have like a ravenous lion. It should be a ravenous lion, not hungry lion. It's an idiomatic this I know this is a simile. It's a simile, like an animal, like a ravenous. It should be ravenous, not hungry lion, please. Then one of them said, now we have what we call linking in English. Nowadays there should be no artists. Linking, we now nasalize the vowel A. It should be linking in assimilation. So nowadays, not now it is. Again, one of them said, I believe that thoroughly, T-H-O-R, thoroughly should be thoroughly. So TH should be pronounced as thoroughly. Then government has hand in it. That's what he said. Government has hand in it. The two pronunciations here are wrong. Government has hand, not hand. It should be hand. In it, we don't say in it, we have linking. It should be in it, not in it. So government has hand in it. Then lack of economic development. We don't have economic development, rather we have economic development, not economic development. This is maybe some Hausa pronunciations. Then somebody said lack of educational material. This is the color of a singular and plural. It should be educational materials. Then following standard of education. So one of the students there was saying practice. You say following standard of education. The stress is not on A, rather should be on A of education. Then we don't have the conductive environment. This one too comes from the last speaker against you. They don't have the conductive environment. I don't know of the conductive environment. I know of the conducive environment. Maybe that is what you wanted to say. Again, this is where we are now. while making one of those, stated that this building that we are now was built by the government. Is this correct? Grammatically wrong. It should be this building that we are in now, right? Not this building we are now. This building that we are in now, there is total omissions of the in. And lastly, I would like to thank the organizers of this, that the Law Students Associations. Somebody while making round up from one school, she stated that. I would like to thank the Law Students Association for organizing this program. We don't have Law Students Association. We don't have that. We do have Law Students Association, not association. Association, not association. Thank you very much for your help.
Guide for our students and parents through law profession. The National Association of Zamfara State Law Students, NASLOS, provide a guide for students interested in studying law, subject combination and requirement in various institutions in Nigeria. The handbook comprises of the information of our naval leaders from the president down to the NBA chairman of Zamfara State of Zamfara State branch, and also the information of the NASLOS Expos 2021-2022 Expos. It also comprises of information with regards to the profession of law, in which we were able to highlight the requirements of the combination requirements of subjects and cut of marks for every institution, cut of marks of jams of every institution and pursuit ME. This information started from page 11, and we were able to cover at least 8 universities, federal universities, which are from here north. Among the schools are Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, University of Maiduguri, Bayo University, Kano, University of Abuja, Bauchi State University, Gadal, National Open University of Nigeria, Umaru Musa Ado University, Katsina, University of Ilorin, University of Maiduguri, and lastly, Yobe State University. We produce this with having in mind that our main aim is for this to serve as a guide, not only to the students, but to their parents, teachers, and whoever is a stakeholder when it comes to the educational sector in Zamfara State. We are hoping that it will go a long way in guiding our younger ones who are coming up, who are having interest in going into the law profession, to have a guide on how to approach the matter. The reason behind this production is the challenges we faced in various institutions of learning where our students have aspiration to join law profession, but unfortunately due to lack of proper guidance, they fail to actually obtain admission. Some due to lack of proper combination, some not due to lack of proper guidance as to which institution they can afford, some due to lack of information as to the mark required by each and every institution when it comes to JAMB and pursuit TME. And we try as much as possible for this handbook in particular to contain all those necessary information, and we wish and hope that this will serve its purpose, and we also hope and we are praying that we will be able to continue upgrading it and updating it. It will start from Zamfara. It's starting from Zamfara here in the south, and we are hoping it will grow into nook and cranch of Zamfara state, and one day, inshallah, it will go out of Zamfara to serve its purpose. Thank you very much.
For granting us this opportunity to be here today. We are thankful for His mercy and blessings that made this conference possible. I also want to acknowledge and appreciate the presence of our esteemed guests who have shown their support and commitment to the development of Zamfara State. We are also grateful to those who cannot make it here but have supported us financially or with kind words of encouragement, and also a special thanks to schools that have partaken in the debate organized by this association. Thank you all. I'm by name Abdulrahman Farooq Mahir, Chairman Project Committee, which is team Rival Beyond into the Bar. This project is an initiative of the National Association of Zamfara State Law Students, LASLAWS, a body that encapsulates all law students from various institutions of learning in the region of Zamfara State. The aim of which is to address and mitigate some hardship challenges which are being faced by the students in our community, ranging from lack of awareness, guidance, counseling, and most of all, massive failure in securing admission by the student in Zamfara State. Thereby, the association take it to heart and make it to be its dream goal to see that it forward with helping hand, and also a way to give back to our dear state by coming up with a project which revolves around 8 things. Firstly, guiding the youngsters in building their career. By this, the association has set 3-month counseling session, upon which the body was able to have visit 16 schools, which include both private and public schools within the metropolis. The interaction station covers the whole legal profession, upon which the students were able to have clear picture of who a lawyer is, the role of law in society, the need for female lawyers in the legal profession, and also to correct this wrong notion that a lawyer is a liar, rather, lawyer of justice. Secondly, the association has tasked itself to compile all the necessary information related to securing admission into various institutions of learning, which offers law as a course within northern Nigeria, in which we have captured subject combination in oral level, certificate, for UTM Court of Maths, the required GP for diploma students, those who desire to go for direct entry, and most of all, names of institutions that have reference in literature in English as a must. Lastly, this debate is not just a competition for schools to win, but it's aimed at brainstorming among the students for enhancing their ability to structure and organize thought, develop effective speech, composition, and also increase the student confidence and self-esteem. By this, it encourages teamwork in order to prepare a solution to a particular identical problem which is good for learning. The debate provides experiences that are conducive to life-changing cognitive and presentation skills. In addition, through debate, debaters acquire unique educational benefit as they learn and polish skills, far beyond what can be learned in any other setting. At the very least, debate helps the students learn to see the power of deploying rational reasoning, argument, and compelling evidence in action. With this, I believe that we can promote our society. God bless Nigeria, Zamfara, and God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much. Alhaji Ibrahim Bello, presented by the Secretary of the Dr. Haji Sambo, the Chief Registrar Shiraka Appeal, Zamfara State, Nigerian Bar Association Chairman, Mr. Junaid Abu Fatalat Nasara, other distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good afternoon. I was directed by my Lord Honorable Justice Bello Muhammad Shukati, who was here in this morning. We will commence the session with him, except that he has some other functions to be attended to. He decided to delegate me to stand for him for the launch of this lodging. He asked me to inform the participants that we purchased 5 copies of each at the cost of 50,000 naira, and the members are receiving after the occasion and collect the money at the rate of 50,000 naira. While he promised to donate the first school that came first for the debates, for the peace organized, that he donated the sum of 20,000 naira for the base for the school that came first. For the school that came after that, the second basic school, he donated the sum of 10,000 naira to that school, and he said he sent the money to the respective head of those schools. Last but not least, he also directed me to inform you that the person that was setting the Holy Quran at the beginning of the session, he donated the sum of 10,000 naira to her, making the total sum of 80,000 naira from my Lord Honorable Justice Bello Muhammad Shikafi. In respect of my noble Lord Honorable Chief Judge of Ogun State, my Lord Haji Akuda Ali OFR, she also directed me to inform you that he has made her own purchase, except that the amount is going to be undisclosed. So after the occasion, later in the day, we can be able to meet my Lord and give her own donation as well. Now I have 2 options. Either to follow my Lord Honorable Justice Bello Muhammad Shikafi, who has disclosed the amount that purchase is on, or to follow my noble Lord the CJ, who decided to go by undisclosed. But I decided to opt for the option of undisclosed. I have also made my own purchase of 2, but undisclosed. Later on, I will give my own to the organizers of this occasion. I will thank you for coming and thank you for organizing. Thank you very much, and God bless you, and may God take you back to our respective destination safely. Thank you, and God bless you all.
The Chairman Guso, who is representing the area of Guso, the student, and our learned colleagues that are here. Sorry, I have to acknowledge the presence of the Galadi Foundation and former MBA chairman. And the legal advisor to the Federal Inland Revenue, Maafio, is also here with us. I try all I could. I have the privilege and honor to represent His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, who was supposed to be here this morning with you. And we discussed extensively yesterday, and he had wanted to be here with you people. But very unfortunate, I was instructed to be here and represent him. Going by your invitation, we have not seen anything of that nature of the launching of the calendar. Quickly, when my Lord was making his speech, I went out to contact him, but very unfortunate, his phone is switched off. Please kindly bear with us. The donation of His Excellency will soon be announced any moment from now when I get him. Meanwhile, if there is any such request, please let me have it in writing, and I assure you something tangible will come out from His Excellency. I give you assurance for that. Thank you very much.
Moderators, I have come to. Moderators, listen please. So, by way of the debates, that is the watch of debates, some student professors have said about the role of education in Nigeria. So one of the things that is the abolition of the teachers training college. Mostly a secondary school students, they are not good on pronunciation generally. But teacher training college, they have a good training. People, they are making oral English. So that is why it's very hard to find a student is pronouncing education, but rather education. I hope you understand. Most of them, they have learned to address Anna, but before it's on, they are addressing on. I hope you understand. So most of the people that attend teacher training college, they have a good command of English because they start for an examination on oral English. They will bring a check and ABC, command card and command English. Thank you. On behalf of the Secretary Council, on behalf of the Secretary President of the Secretary Ibrahim Bello, and ably represented by me, a Secretary of the Emirate Council. The Emirate Council has donated a 5 copies of this magazine at 20,000 naira. Then 2 copies of the magazine. I bought 2 copies of the magazine at the 10,000 naira. By making the company. So the committee, they should follow the process of the payment, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That has been the launching of this campaign. The panel of judges sitting over there should not correct my grammar or pronunciation. Is my application granted or refused? Granted, thank you so much. I had to be corrected on my grammar and pronunciation. Let it be better after I must have finished my presentation. I had listening to debates from outside. When the first speaker was presenting a case on the fact that issue of security, the government is to be blamed. I was almost passionate to agree with her that it was the fault of the government. Then when the other speaker was speaking, he put the blame on the society that I just fought my inner position, and I agree with her that it was the fault of the society. That is the beauty of debate, and it is like this even in the course of war. When arguments, when you are sitting down, you will tend to agree with him completely. You feel he was correct, or he is correct. Then when another lawyer rises to speak, you say, so it's no longer one lawyer is correct. So you be confused. Let me use the words by the debaters. Then as a listener, the protocol will be confused. Then it will be forced on the judges to determine who is correct and who is not. Let me quickly say few words on the two topics. I may not have another opportunity to speak maybe after now. And I see this as a very good opportunity to speak. Issue of security is very germane as far as the state is concerned. We've been having this issue of security for over a decade now. So many committees have been constituted, so many meetings, several, commission of inquiries, several, efforts people have gone to address this issue of insecurity. It has defied all, actions. It has defied, every attempt by the government to solve this problem. If you put the factors for the insecurity all together, you will come to the conclusion that it is the collective faults of the government and the society. So what I expect from the government and the society, we should sit down, do a thorough investigation, make attempt to address the root causes of the problem. Because as far as I'm concerned, we are addressing the branches instead of the root. If we spend 7 years, try to fix this security problem, addressing it from the branches, we will never address the problem. We must identify the problem, the root cause. Some of the factors, that are responsible as far as I am concerned to our insecurity is illiteracy, poverty, joblessness, insecurity. We must address insecurity. We must address joblessness. We must address illiteracy, the level of insecurity, the level of poverty. We must generate jobs for people. If we want to have peace, there has to be jobs for the people. Then coming to the issue of education, on whether or not it was the fault of the parents or the government on the falling standard of education. On that one, I am not inclined to the argument that it was the fault of the government on the falling standard of education in Nigeria, in Zamfara, in anywhere. Because government should be the cornerstone. Government should be, the captain. Government should take lead, in coming up with policies that will remodel, that will reshape, that will take us to where we want to be, in terms of education. You don't expect a hungry parent to come up with any idea that will advance education. It is the government, it is the primary responsibility of the government, to come up with policies that are geared towards, rising the standard of education. We will have I will have a lot to say, but we will try to concentrate. I would love to stop here on issue of donation, which is maybe it is even more important than what I have said earlier. Ghana Foundation is to partner with you, and we are poised to always render our assistance for the progress and success of this noble association. I hope that in a couple of years you will give scholarships to the people, to some indigent students. I hope so, and you will have to sit down and start to think how you can achieve that. Issue of scholarship should not be squarely the responsibility of the government. We should do our best, to the best way we could to make the system work. As Bella Gallery Foundation, 10 years ago, every year the Gallery Foundation purchases JAM funds and distribute to indigent students. There was a very particular year. I was not financially buoyant. I was only able to purchase one JAM form. One JAM form. Luckily, this year, I'm pleased to inform you that Gallery Foundation 2023, this year 2023, Gallery Foundation purchased 50 JAM forms for indigent students. What I want a situation whereby in the next 10 or 20 years, I want to meet a professor of law, a professor of any discipline, to tell me that he used JAM form of Gallery Foundation, to become what he is. That's my achievement. That's what I want to get. So we will continue to do our best, but I hope that in due course, you will think along that line to see how you can, sponsor students 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on your financial capacity, so that at least that person should pinpoint that it is the Nigerian National Association of President of Students who sponsored him. From the part of Gallery Foundation, I'm constrained. We don't have, lawyers don't have money. Do you agree? Lawyers don't have money, so we don't have money. No, you have money. We don't have money, lawyers, we don't have money. We are not politicians. And from what the chief launcher has unveiled, he purchased the pamphlet at the sum of 50,000 naira. So whoever is buying the pamphlet should rationally buy below the chief launcher, because if you buy above the chief launcher, then you are making calls with the chief launcher. Among the chief launcher is a judge, and I have marked before his boss, so I don't want to work close with him. So I'm constrained to buy a little bit lower than how he bought it. He bought it at 50,000. Then a Gallery Foundation will buy 2 copies of the pamphlet at the rate of 50,000. Okay, 50,000. Thank you so much.
Thank you all the Gallery foundations, where we evidently keep the importance of education and how to use our foundations as we sponsor education, and we wish everyone will have a zeal to invest into the sector of education. Without wasting much of time, I would like to call on the Honorable Dr. Tahir Muhammad Gusau, Sharia Court of Appeal Gusau, who is represented by Barrister Jibril, Chief Minister Sharia Court of Appeal
presenting the
Chairman, Nigerian Bar Association, MBA branch, the Chief Registrar, High Court of Justice, and all other I'm here representing His Lordship, the Honorable Gankadi. He had wanted to be here, but he is not here due to some problem beyond his control. He directed me to purchase 5 copies at the rate of 30,000 naira. Personally, I got 2 copies at the rate of 10,000 naira. Thank you very much.
Guys, to the students, I was directed by him to observe the performance of the debaters, and on behalf of the Majlis Zakas, I observed how the debates was conducted, and I forwarded the information to him. Based on that, he asked me to inform the association that he gave them scholarship of 10 students to study in Zakas. So, and for the book, it's the book that will say, "Oh, guide to the students." The Zakas also donated a sum of 10,000 naira. So, and which I believe in the promotion here, the percent he will have maybe give no scholarship, because based on the calendar attached to the student guides, the ESCO, out of 8 ESCO, the 6 of them were approved. They are all contractors, and they are my students, so to say, all of them. So thank you very much. Because we are happy to see that inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
I am part and parcel of it. That is number 1. Secondly, I am the legal advisor of MBA. I think even before the chairman says something, he has contacted me, which we agree on donating or buying the copies at the rate of 50,000 naira. So I think I am in 2 ways. But notwithstanding, as a civil servant, and knowing the situation of this country, I hereby place 3 copies at the rate of 10,000 naira.
Certainly seek your permission to remain seated, please. I must say I'm always overwhelmed and happy whenever I see a gathering like this and I see the number of women participants. This is to tell you women are not everything. Our DP doesn't end in the kitchen only. We are also participants in every corner of our society. I'm so happy to see that. Don't mind me, I'm gender sensitive. On behalf of FIDA, the Sovereign, we donate the sum of 10,000 naira. And on behalf of myself, as the chairperson, let me say as Amina Babasanti, I will also donate myself and give you quality advice. Anytime you need advice, quality advice you can give me. My doors are always open. Thank you.
Let's go. My Lord, Aja is my ass here. Because looking at the number of the other side, it's almost outnumbered, so expect they to make a donation of 100,000 naira. Let's go, and you say you are happy seeing the number here. So I expect you to donate about 100,000 naira. Because you are the one having the money. When we get the money, we give the money to you. So we expect you to donate 100,000.
Also, my task, by explanation offered by the MC, is to continue to stop on the launch of the pamphlet. I know the launch must have already commenced. A very sizable contribution has already been given, and I want to believe that much that we have gathered has been done. So for me, I think it is just to push into the end and finally say what goes to this. Maybe
if I was to conclude, I was stressed, first of all, that when a thing like this is organized, the primary thing is concerned is the knowledge, the experience, program imparted by the people on the higher bench, and of course the leaders. The final authorities have also looked at that, and I believe most of all benefited from what you said. I personally have benefited. I think even if we are close this now, by what we have heard from them, we can go on something that we can say we learn from the programs of today. Now, apart from the knowledge extracted and the experience, especially for the students and the young child, the next thing is how to make this movement grow, how to make it continue growing. And the only thing that can make this kind of activity in progress always being done is by giving them the little we can by way of financial push. The chairman leader, my sister, very proud sister, has said that she has contributed on behalf of the feeder, but for her answer, she has offered herself to always give motherly advice when needed. And I let go to say, my sister, we have had a lot of advices. It is money we don't have, and it is money we want. Yes. If this association has money, we wouldn't have been here. I believe it would be an hotel. You know, let's say a certain hotel where we can go together and do this in a very much conducive atmosphere. So you see, we have had a lot of advices. Our welfare was here. So, but now that she has said what she has said, I think it is important also to look at other models. But this time, we got a model. We have had a lot of model advice. So also if we got a father, we have had a lot of father's advice. What we don't have is money. And it's money we are expecting you to contribute so that the young chaps in universities will go down to their various universities smiling and of course be proud of being, you know, with us, having us with their use. And by so doing, we are encouraging them doing what they cannot do. Apart from the advice, of course, the association will move forward with financial contributions. My mind was a kind of awake when the introduction was made of the gentleman in red. I was made to understand he was representing the director. And now that I'm taking over and I don't have the news, I will first of all invite you, oblige me with his statement. MC has done it, but I will go to him directly to ask that he make his speech, and whatever contribution he has for himself and for the organization he represents, he should make it very be brief, please. And like I said, not rather like that, money.
My name is Bawa Idris.
Association of our State Law Students. Congratulations. You'll be receiving commendations from your seniors, your fathers, your mothers, and your elder brothers and sisters. And this wonderful job you are doing is worth commendation, and it is worth commending. So I equally use this opportunity on behalf of the online, because this is a combination, this is a group of the learned ahead, on behalf of the learned, to say well done, well done, well done, and bravo. Yes, my provost has spoken, and I think it will be off. Let me follow the, okay, this one, you are the learner, so I will not follow the path of the learner. Okay, overruled by his lordship. Agreed. As for the launching of this pamphlet, it's called a pamphlet, is that? Yes. On behalf of John Roots Foundation, inshallah, we are going to take 2 copies of this for 20,000 naira. Also, the Jam Wisdom Educational Support would also like to support this movement with a scholarship of 3.
A poem titled Refugee. Yes, experience is the best teacher, but neighbors running faster than me, bread bloody in their throat, my country, my pain. The boy you failed to cater for is holding a gun bigger than his body, killing and kidnapping here and there. Our future generations are dying before us. We mourn every day. Our youth have no past, present, no future. Our leaders are oppressors and vultures. We were ruled by men in multitude, but still no divided of democracy. We have enormous tracts of land and vast volume of water and resources, but still cannot feed ourselves. Is this the future we are saying? We have to live home when home won't let you stay. I thank you all.
With a poem titled, This is your time, so don't give up. This is your time, so don't give up. Remember, where there are no problems, there will be no opportunities. Necessity, they say, is the mother of invention. Where there are no talents, skills and talent, potentials lie dormant. This is your time to move your life to the next level. Stop looking back and start looking up. You can win even now and become all what you were born to become. You are too loyal to be roasted, too valued to be worthless, too talented to be fruitless. Do more than just exist. Live. Do more than just talk about the problem, find a solution. Do more than blame and criticize. Play your part to the best of your ability. Do more than watch, be a participant. You are an ability, so don't die in your ability. Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Thank you.
Divided into two groups, Group A and Group B. We had Federal Government Girls College, FGGC, Government Girls Day Secondary School, Dampa, Ikhlas International School, and Al-Quran International School. Al-Quran Science Academy, Gusau. From Group A, that is Federal Government Girls College versus Government Girls Day Secondary School, Dampa. Government Girls Day Secondary School, Dampa had 222 points and they emerged second position from Group A. While Government Girls College, Federal Government Girls College, FGGC had 247 points and they emerged first position from Group A. From Group B, Ikhlas Science Academy had 215 points and they emerged second position. While Al-Quran Science Academy had 251 points and they emerged first position from Group B. Al-Quran Science Academy, Government Girls Day Secondary School, Dampa had 222 points and they emerged third position. Federal Government Girls College, FGGC, had 247 points and they emerged second position. Al-Quran Science Academy had 251 points and they emerged first position. Thank you so much.
From which school?
Al-Furqan Science Academy.
Please, how you feel the time that you present presentations?
During my presentation, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like nervousness, anxiety. You feel like, will you win the competition or not? You know, it's actually a great experience for me to represent my school in such a place and win emerge as a first position.
How many times you present your school?
It's been like.
Is this the first time?
I think it is for this competition. We're having 2 rounds. We did 2 rounds. So the first round I represented, and this round I represented. And I think, like we went for something. I think. I don't.
Please, what's your message to the youths as far as a student concerned?
As far as student is concerned, you should keep going. Not all people are talented. Not all people are gifted. They should dedicate themselves. They should work hard. They should work towards their dream, to achieve their dream. Because if you say you will stay just like that, you are talented, you will not trade, you will just end up destroying your career. But if you work hard, read hard, you will reach the highest level you will be dreaming of.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Firdaus Yusuf Abubakar.
From which school?
Al-Furqan Science Academy.
Which presentation that you present for today?
I represented my school in a debate. Yes.
Which type of debate? The title?
The falling standard of education. Who is to blame? The parents or the government? And I blame the government.
Please, can you relate it as a 1 to 2 and other people so that you will know?
I will tell them that they should never feel discouraged, because a discouraged man is always a defeated man. So you should not be discouraged all the time. Thank you.
Is this the first time that you present your school? Or this is the first time?
This was the second time.
This is the second time. How do you feel the time that you present as a presenter? All ear on you. How do you feel?
I feel very excited and a bit nervous. Seeing all the people, audience looking at me, I feel a little bit nervous, but I feel encouraged when I see their facial expression.
In 2 words, what is your message to the younger one, those people, those students that do not come to this program?
They should always put it in mind that they will come here one day, one time. They will come here, inshallah.
All the program that today, you win Al-Furqan, you win first position. What are the secrets?
We are always motivated, we are always talented, and we have a very good skills. And our teachers are also helping us and are also trying their best in order to make us that in order to make sure that we are very good and we participate very, very, very good. And we also thank the organizers and our teachers that they helped us through. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Comrade Mubashir, when I enter you 2 words, she can. Escofa.
Miss Mubashir Umar Gusso.
As far as a lawyer concerned, as a student, how do you feel the time that you present your paper?
So let me begin by saying all praises are due to Him, Allah the Lord, who gave me a chance to be one of the executive of this great association. I'm the national president of National Association of Zamfara State Law Students. And I feel honored when I invited to present let's say, a paper before my lords, learned, and my fellow students. It is indeed a blessing from Allah, and I thank Him for that. And I also was ready to serve my country, my people, at whatever length. Being a student of law, looking at the issues in Zamfara State concerning insecurity, backwardness in education, I felt in what way can I contribute it? And that is why I came with a program or project which is titled Rising the Young into the Bar. The program is being executed by selecting some schools within Gusau Metropolis, where we give them career guidance and counseling as to the choice of course of study. Those who are aspiring to further their study, especially in the field of law. And not only that, we have produced a pamphlet which is meant for guidance for those who want to study law. We made a sample of various universities in northern part of the country, around 12 universities. This pamphlet will be a guide